Okay, I'm back. I'm ready for Creamy Baby Skin because it's loaded now. So just zoom in as much as you need to. Make sure that you're on your brush, but you already will be. And then just choose your opacity and your flow. So mine's on 64%, so I'm going to work on about 60. So my brush is too small. Make my brush bigger. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. It's too small. Okay. And then just paint it on. And paint it particularly heavily over the nose and also the eyelids as well. Try and avoid the eyelashes, but remember you can always take it off if you spill over by selecting your black brush instead of your white one. And another really good place to make sure you get is underneath the chin, because you've got quite a lot of shadows and patches under there, so that it'll just smooth that out for you. There you go. I've got quite a red patch under the chin that I can see there, but I'm going to leave it and see if we just get away with it, because I don't really want to spend too much longer on this image than I need to, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay, and then just for the body, just zoom out and just do your body as well. Now, because that body is really dark and got quite a lot of shadow on it, this is really lightening it, so it's really up to you whether you like the look of it being lightened, or actually would you rather have just left it really dark and contrast it. So I'm going to see what this looks like. I'm going to paint it anyway. There we go. Just finish painting it off. So there we go. That's done. Okay, so what I can do now is I can just toggle that little eyeball there to see whether I like what I've done. So let me just zoom out so we can see better, and then just toggle the eyeball, and you can see, and so that's where your choice comes in. Did I want the body done or did I not? I'm probably going to leave the body done, because if I don't, it's going to look a little bit odd. So what I might do is just select my black brush, put it on a much lower opacity, and just take a little bit off the body. There you go. So just brush the body with the black brush, and that's really just to take just a little bit off, because I think it made the body quite bright actually. Don't want it too much bright. I don't want it as bright as the face, because there's meant to be a bit of depth of field and shadow on there anyway. So just toggle and check that you're happy with what you've done. Have a look at your face. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy with it. Now, I've lost her eyelashes. She was really, really blonde. So what I might do is, the only things I would do to this to make it just a touch nicer now is I would just go to Darken and Sharpen Lashes, because it's a really quick one. It's such a quick win, and it actually makes a really nice difference. So your brush is already selected. The only thing you need to do is just select your size, because you're going to need a really tiny size on this one. So I'm going to go for, yeah, about 12 pixels on that one. And then at the moment it's too much opacity, so I need to go right down. I'm just going to put it down to 11, just because that's how it fell when I did that. And then just, you might want to just get quite zoomed in for this one and just paint it on. Just remember, it just grabs the lashes, so it's really good, but you can just take it over the lashes if you want to, like that, just to darken them up. And if you don't see, you might think you might not see much of a difference, so you might need to whack your brush up. Don't be tempted to, because it's actually making more of a difference than you realise. It's just because it's so gradual, the build up, and subtle, you kind of don't see it happen before your eyes. So just have faith that it's working. Do what you need to do, and then zoom out and toggle it so that you can see the difference. And you can, I don't know whether you can see that on there, but it flashes my screen because of my software, but it has made a really big difference, and it's really nice, so I'm going to leave that. And then what you can do is baby red cheeks if you want to, or red lips, but I think she's probably fine here. She doesn't really need anything else, and I kind of draw the line. If I had to reclone the blanket, in which I had to, I probably wouldn't do the lips and the cheeks, just because I like to be as quick as I can with it, but and you don't want to spend too long, but I'll do the lips anyway, just to show you it in action. So I've ran my lip action, so there you go, just to brighten them just a touch. because she has actually got really pretty lips, this baby. So I've just brightened them a little bit, and the next thing we need to do is put the blur. So go to your blur action, and this is, I usually do my blur very, very last, so paint on blur, press play, because by this point your background is perfect and ready for the blur. So just go to a good sized brush, you need it fairly big, make sure you're on 100% opacity and flow, and off you go. So you'll see now the difference that this one makes. So can you see how it's just saturating the blanket? It's blurring it, but it doesn't lose too much texture, it just saturates it really, really nicely. And also feel free to go over bits of your hat as well. So I'm going over the edges of my hat and I don't need to be too careful. The only thing you need to be really careful on is the actual baby, because with it having like a saturating layer in this tool, it gives like a kind of orangey pink halo to your baby if you go over their skin. So you can tell that I'm not being like overly careful, but you know, do be just a little bit cautious. And remember, you can always change your brush to black and take that off if you need to anyway. There you go. And then I always look at, do you see that, let me fix it for you, there, that's telling me basically the white bit is what I've painted on. So you can see that I've missed a little bit up there. So it just helps you to know where your tool's gone and where it hasn't. Right, so that's done. And I might choose to put a little bit on the hat actually, if you think it'll benefit. You see it's quite blurred already, the hat, but remember it's a saturating tool as well, so it does look really nice. So if you reduce your opacity down to about 50%, you can just put a little bit on the hat as well, and it just, you see what I mean? It just brings out the colours. And just do the edges of the hat. Always leave that section there of the hat untouched, because you need the hat to be in focus so it looks like your picture's focused. But I've just done a tiny bit on the hat there and it looks really nice. So we're finished. I didn't do a good job on that bit of blanket there, but that's absolutely fine. It's a really nice picture. So what I do is I merge my layers before I save it, because it's massive when you've got the layers. So I just select all my layers, and then I just right click, merge layers, and then just close it and save it, and then it just imports it back into Lightroom for you. And this is where you can see then, toggle it so you can see the difference that you've made to your image. So just wait for it to come in. There we go. Okay, so full screen. Right, hang on. Right, so there's my new image. And there's my original. And let me just zoom in so you can see the difference on her face. So there's my original, and there's my new. So you can see the difference on her face massively. Look at the lip, that's the biggest bit that I noticed, the lip and the scratch on her nose. So we've gone from actually what's a nice image, you know, well posed, good lighting, all that business, to actually having like a really soft, you know, like you said, just extra luster and shine to it. So there you go. And it took me, I think I've made 2 8-minute videos, but my computer's going a little bit slow running the actions because I need to reboot it. And also I've been talking for a bit as well, so I don't know, that probably would have taken me definitely less than 5 minutes to do if I was just doing it quickly on my own, and probably I could have got it down to about 3 minutes. So there you go, all done. Bye.